All right, so for a while now, I've been collecting these colored VHSs whenever I find them at thrift stores for, anywhere between 10 cents to a dollar. If I find a rare one like the Reds, and they're maybe $1.50 or two, I might spring for them. But generally, I pay about a dollar for any of them. Most common ones are green. Those are your Veggie Tales. Followed by the yellows and the oranges. Those are Nickelodeon and or Bob the Builder. And then there's kind of a smattering of blue ones. Sometimes rentals were blue. Like this one right here is Planet of the Apes from Blockbuster. I think Blockbuster may have had a deal where their tapes were blue. And Monsters Inc. is a pretty common one, so these are all Monsters Inc. And the reds are just kind of random. I also have some white ones. Those are generally Barney. Sometimes there are other movies, though, as well. And these are a couple really cool ones that I found. They're kind of rare. This is just favorite cartoon classics. Some random tape. Here, let's put it in the sunlight. Beautiful. Yeah, it's a trippy tape. This is a work in progress. It's going to be a special movie that gets this one. And then I also found this, Scamper the Penguin. Never even heard of it. It's sealed, and it's this beautiful clear blue and yellow. I've been hesitant to open it, but I probably will because I don't think anybody cares about Scamper the Penguin. Anyway, so I was at the thrift store, and I was looking around, and I happened upon this Franklin tape. Nothing particularly special about it. It's a black tape. But it's got this clamshell. These clamshells are pretty interesting. They're kind of concise, and I'll show you what I mean by concise. If you take something like, say, this Monsters Inc. case. This is like a Disney case. They're very tall, very flimsy. And you can see that this case is a little bit smaller. It's perfect sized. This is much more approachable, I would say, than the Disney cases, which are pretty unforgiving. They generally get cracks or whatever. Sadly, these Monsters Inc. cases are sealed. So I'd have to get an X-Acto knife to pull the sleeve out, which I have considered, just haven't done it yet. Pretty cool case, by the way. When you open it, it's got the clear, and it's got the picture of all the monsters. This is pretty cool. But anyway, so I found this Franklin case, and I'm really fond of these clamshells, as I said. Bob the Builder uses them as well sometimes. And additionally, a lot of widescreen VHSs use them, and I'll show you what I mean. Here's a copy of Speed. This is the 20th Century Fox widescreen series. These are pretty cool. There's some questionability about how well widescreen VHSs show up on modern TVs. There is some stretch involved, and there's a pretty cool YouTuber. I think his name is Laserdog. And he does some pretty cool videos about whether or not these are the best. But still, between VHS, Laserdisc, and all your other retro options like Betamax or even CED, which is an RCA product. I don't have one handy, but it's basically a big plastic Laserdisc with a kind of vinyl record in it. If you're looking for retro movies and you want to watch them in the best possible format, aside from Laserdisc, my money is on these widescreen VHSs. I love them. They're just really cool. But here's the thing. They all come in these plastic cases, same as this Franklin. Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to find a movie that really fits for this Franklin. I like to buy these things cheap, and then I kind of upgrade my own copies to a special edition, and I'll show you what I mean here in a sec. I'm going to go over to my collection. So here is the top of my widescreen VHS shelf. These are movies generally from the 90s, except Blade Runner, and Aliens. And The Abyss. Is The Abyss 80s? I always forget. Is it like 88, 89, something like that? '89, yeah, so it's technically an '80s movie. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I did to True Lies. Okay, this is also a work in progress. I might stop here, but I took It's a Wonderful Life. Oh no, Miracle on 34th Street. I took a Christmas movie that had one of these gold clamshells, and I just said, "Hey, what the hell? I'll switch it out." And these gold sleeves that they put on these widescreens just happens to work beautifully with these widescreen VHSs. I was thinking of doing it for all the movies, but I did it with True Lies and it really worked. Whoa. Okay. I did it with True Lies and it really worked well. I think because of the skin tone of Arnold Schwarzenegger has a gold hue to it. So it really matches up with this gold and that gold. And it's got kind of a, I don't know, secret agent, presidential kind of vibe. So it just works. And then there's some gold or yellow in the image on the back as well. So it just pops. I've thought about switching out the shell, but I haven't. Like I said, it's a work in progress. So my mind immediately, when I was looking at that Franklin case, I was like, what movie is going to work good for this? And I have a couple down here as well. This is just kind of the B shelf, not because these are bad movies, just because they're not the most favorite of mine. Maybe like flawed but great movies. As you can see, Speed is really easy to come by, and I just messing around, I put that in the gold case because it has kind of this orange. It's got Keanu Reeves again. His skin tone just kind of matches up with that gold, so it looks good, and it's got the orange. Anyway, it really pops, makes it look beautiful. Shout out to Speed 2 Cruise Control. It is very deliberate that Speed 2 Cruise Control is the prominently displayed one because I love this movie. I actually saw it before I saw Speed, which I know is blasphemy. I saw it multiple times. It is an action film, as you can see. I was really excited when I found this on widescreen VHS. So everybody has Speed, but who has Speed 2? Cruise Control, featuring a really great villainous turn by Willem Dafoe. Anyway, none of these really look good for the green. I mean, The Edge is a wilderness movie, but you see there's no green in the art. It's all very dark. So anyway, I was thinking about it and I was like, oh my gosh, there's that cool Alien cover with the egg. And it's not even the egg from the movie. This was marketing material before the movie reached its final form. So they had this egg that kind of looks like the alien egg, but as you know, they don't crack at the bottom. There's no green light coming out of the alien egg. Doesn't matter. That's not the point. It just so happens that the color scheme for this is green. And so I thought to myself, oh my gosh, this is a contender. This would look really cool. So wow, I got a clamshell that matches it. But I also have my VeggieTales tapes. I was looking at these VeggieTales tapes. I think I looked at these too. Identical. And don't get me wrong, it's at this point I'm nitpicking, but if you look, these have like bigger squares, and this has like little tiny squares. Not a big deal again. I kind of like these bigger squares because they have, I don't know, just a more tactile quality to them. And if you look at the movie, the Alien widescreen movie, this is fun. You open it. The terror is more widespread than ever. And you see what they did there? Because it's widescreen. Anyway, you look at this, and I would say that this actually, it's strange how the tactile quality of these tapes varies ever so slightly. If you look, this has like medium squares. And I think that this matches up a little bit better than this one, which has the really tiny ones. And like I said, I think this has just I don't know, it pops more. I mean, that's what this is all about, making it pop. So that when I am perusing my shelf or I have friends over and I'm like, hey, check this out. And you've seen Alien, but have you seen it on widescreen VHS? Then they can go, oh no, and I can go through this whole spiel talking about widescreen VHS, and then I get to, flex hard and bust out this green shell, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch them out, And this is the first time I've ever done this, so I'm sorry I'm a little verbose about it. But still, my goal here is to take this VeggieTales, this widescreen Alien VHS, and this Franklin shell, and make my own special edition of the Alien widescreen VHS. So that's where I'm starting out. Let's see how it goes. All right, my name is Forrest. I have a website. It's called millennialmilktoast.com. And if you want to check out a little bit of my movie reviews, I have like 5 articles on it right now, but I'm adding more with time. I do have a full-time job, so sadly, content creation is not that job. But I love this stuff, and I figured, you know, let's share some of it. So in my previous video, I just kind of gave you a primer on my project. Got the Alien widescreen, got the Franklin clamshell, got VeggieTales, Madame Blueberry. I've never seen it. People always say in the comments what you think. Is Madame Butterfly a really good VeggieTales? Is it a misunderstood masterpiece? It's a lesson in thankfulness. I'm thankful that I found it. So. All right. So the first step, I already did it. I had a sticker on this, so I got rid of it. With these plastic ones, that's pretty easy. Usually I just take the sticker off and then I like dab it to take the little remnants of sticker. If you're dealing with a cardboard case, here's a great example. Is this a VeggieTales? No, this is Ribbits, The Great Hollywood Fizzle by Focus on the Family. I guess they were trying to get into that game. Yeah, this looks terrible. Anyway, you can see it's got the ARC sticker. These infamous, I swear, if you knew how much of my life has been spent trying to peel these ARC stickers off of things. I've also used like a hairdryer or a heat gun. Anyway, point is, when you use anything to get these stickers off of a cardboard sleeve, you're in for a task. Sometimes they come off easy. Sometimes they rip the artwork. It's very frustrating. And I hope that if somebody here that works in like the corporate office at ARC is listening, please tell them just to put a sign up that says VHS is $1, and then put like a purple or a pink or an orange like little sticker on the cardboard sleeves. They're on their way out. Nobody's gonna care. Anyway, point is they bug the hell out of me, so I gotta plug that little what is it, gripe. Yeah, I gotta plug that gripe. Anyway, so I'll take this out. That's pretty simple. I end up with a lot of these sleeves. Sometimes I switch the shells out and I keep them around. I think I'm going to try to donate them eventually, or I'll just toss them or use them for another project. But, you know, if I make the shell swap and I'm able to just preserve the tape, I don't know, if somebody cares, that's up to them. I don't really care. Anyway, I'll take Franklin out. Now, Franklin, I'm way more likely to switch out and donate because this is probably a quality children's entertainment. I loved Franklin when I was a kid, and I love turtles, and I have a turtle, actually. So, he would appreciate that I value turtle media, I think. So sometimes I just kind of throw this, you know, in a box. I have a box of this stuff. Old sleeves. All right, you've probably seen this on other videos online. A lot of people do this. It's just a fun little tangent to go on if you collect VHSs. I'll take the tapes out. Fortunately for me, this has a sticker. Some of the widescreen VHSs do not have a sticker. It's like imprinted on it, and I've been contemplating how to do that. I think I'll take a picture of it and maybe print a sticker of the picture, which isn't ideal. Or I could maybe improvise my own sticker, which, you know, work in progress, like so many things. Let's work on this progress, though. I don't think I've spent enough time talking. Let's work. All right, so I'm going to take the VHS apart. It's good to get a little magnetic screwdriver. just because it's, I don't know, they're cheap and easy. Every once in a while, usually it's Disney's. My friend Sam told me that in Cloud Atlas, in the future, they call movies Disney's. That's pretty funny. I like that. Anyway, with Disney tapes or Disney's, you sometimes get this little triangular screw. I'll show that some other time, but yeah, there's an annoying little anti-copyright, anti-theft, whatever screw. Yeah, those suck. I had to buy a special drill bit for those. Okay, so now I've taken the screws out. What I like to do, let's see if there's a good visibility of this. Maybe I can prop something. Oh, it looks like we're good. I know the sunlight's pretty glaring. I don't have good light down here. This is kind of my workspace where I keep all my tapes and everything. But now I'll take Alien and I'll do the same thing. And make sure I keep the screws straight. I'm getting so excited about sharing this process. I'm not doing my deliberate process. There we go. Okay. So I take this apart as well. It's pretty amazing. A lot of these VHS shells, I'd say like 99% of them, they're fairly universal. Very first shell swap I experimented with was a copy of, I have it somewhere around here. Is this it? No. It was a copy of the Supermodel movie with Tyra Banks and Lindsay Lohan. And I can't even remember what I switched it out with. I was just messing around. I switched it out. I put it back together. I had to get that triangular screwdriver too. And I was all excited. And I put it in my VHS player, which is resting in peace below this table. And it broke the VHS player. So caution, you got to make sure you do this right. Because it's very easy for you to accidentally put it like together wrong. And then you like put the VHS in and the player tries to play it and something doesn't work and it just breaks it. And I'm still pretty sour about that because I really liked that VHS player. That's why I haven't thrown it away. I've contemplated, taking it apart and seeing what's wrong with it. But my goodness, like how many projects, how many irons can I have in the fire? Okay, step one to doing this right. Keep it flat on the table. Okay. Then you are going to pick it up like so. I flip it over. I put it like this. I do the same thing with the other one. Pick it up, flip it over like this. Some people do it a little differently, but it's no biggie. Okay, one of the things you really have to be aware of is where does the tape go? Sometimes, and that's actually why I have this one, I think. I kept this one. This is just a tape I took apart, and it might even be that plus size or model size or whatever, that Tyra Banks movie. I just keep this because this is the way it's supposed to look, so I keep this as a reference so I know, oh, the tape has to go in between this little piece of plastic and around this piece of metal. I think what happened was when I did this over here, the tape is supposed to go between this metal and this plastic, and I think what I did was I put the tape around the piece of metal, and that's what, I put it through. That's it. I think I put it through, and that's what messed it up. Yep, because you can see this does not go through. It goes around, and I think I put it through, and that's what broke the VHS player. Small error like that. Anyway, you can tell this is the first time I've ever done this. Content creation. It's not really content creation for me, though. It's just sharing, I don't know. I don't really think about this like it's going to blow up and it's going to change my life. I just think about it like, hey, I love doing this for fun. And I know some other people are discovering VHS. I know Pete Davidson recently on SNL, or no, it was on like Jimmy Kimmel or something. He had this funny little diatribe about how he buys like thousands of tapes, and he's like trying to make money off of it. Good for him. Everybody in the generally a lot of the people in VHS, I don't know, circles, find that proposition dubious at best. So here we go. This is a deceptively simple step. Okay, I have to take Franklin out. Come on. Okay, and I'm just going to set it right here. Just set it down. Goodness, that's hard to see. Oh, it's okay. Not a big deal. You can actually see the difference. Like, look at how long Franklin is, and then look at how long Alien is. It takes up like the whole spool. Anyway, now let's try a different angle. See how that looks. Goodness, that sunlight is just glaring. Here, let's try this. Ooh, I wonder if I can... this. Huh. Not half bad, actually. Oh, bad. Okay, so there's Franklin. Took it out of the shell. Here is Alien. I'm going to take it out of the shell. Okay, be very careful. I will caution you, it's very easy for the tape to suddenly unspool. That hasn't really happened to me yet, but if you're a little reckless, a bunch of the videotape can just suddenly go boop, 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 and then you have to like sit there and spool it back on. You don't want that. Okay, so I'm just going to take Alien. I actually usually don't even set it down. See, now I have a little bit of slack, so I have to circle it up a little. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to set this in here, and I got to put it around, not through, because remember, that's how I messed up my VHS player. It was a Sansui. It's a Sansui VHS player. Never heard of that brand. Beautiful little compact player that fit perfectly in my little IKEA shelf, like a glove. So I'm still, you can tell I'm still sour about it. Okay, see, and I'm already using my reference tape. Already goes between the plastic and the metal on this second part. And this is tricky. Try not to touch the tape, but it's also a little difficult. Also a little difficult because I'm going to have some slack or no slack. There we go. Oh, beautiful. I can't believe that worked as well as it just did. There's these little catches in the middle. Sometimes you just have to pull that in, and now it just rests in there. All right. That's really the most difficult part, and I am out of love for Franklin. It's easy just to discard this stuff, but I'm gonna put Franklin in the black one because why be wasteful? Waste not, want not. That's somebody said that. Okay. And I'm a little less reverent about touching the tape for this one because it may never get watched again, but maybe it will. All right. I'll do a different thing about these flaps. If you can, just don't even mess with them. If you are doing a project where you're taking the flap and switching it out, that's a whole nother animal. But generally, it's good to kind of lift the flap up a little, just a little. It will pop off, and then you got to mess with the spring. But if you just lift the flap a little and set that down on there, and then let the flap click, flip it over, and then here I'm just gonna. Sometimes I just put them. I just dropped a screw in there. Come on, there we go. Sometimes I just put the middle screw in for the time being, just because, I don't know, ain't nobody got time for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. I got time to talk about them though, right? All right. This is the one that I'm very careful about. I'm going to rewind the tape just a little, or tighten it. You can hear that clicking. All right. fun with clicking VHS components. So again, I kind of pick the flap up just a hair, because I don't want it to mess the tape up. Now I'm just pushing this back down in here. You know what? I'm going to do a discount double check. Okay. Yes. Okay. I got to make sure the tape is the right way. That's never again with that mistake. Okay. There we go. Clicked it in. This one I am going to put all the screws in. Now you might be thinking, oh, he's done. This is pretty cool. That was probably the hardest step, but the next hardest step is coming up, and that is switching out the stickers. You might think that doesn't sound too hard, but it is, because I want to preserve that alien widescreen sticker. I can't just rip it off like the ARC stickers. And I'm sure somebody out there is just industrious enough. They're like, just print another one, you know? Take a picture of it and print it. Well, I ain't that fancy yet. So what I have to do is take a heat gun and really soften that sticker up. And additionally, because the Franklin tape has a sticker, the VeggieTales tape has a sticker. Oh yeah, this has been VeggieTales this whole time. I forgot. I was thinking the spool is VeggieTales, but it's the clam that's Franklin. Anyway, pretty exciting stuff. All right, so now I have to get rid of this VeggieTales sticker, and I have to get rid of this, or remove this alien widescreen sticker, and switch them out. So I get this heat gun. Now I have, let's see, is this the one? No, it isn't. I have a tape somewhere that I melted. I will let you know. That is a very easy thing to do, like a lot easier than you think. So I'm going to start with the black one because this is the tape I don't care about, and that way I'll kind of get a little warmed up. Sorry. All right. Put it on low, and I'm going to hold it very far away and just kind of sit here and move it around a little. And I tell you, it happens in the blink of an eye. Suddenly the plastic just melts. So you got to be very careful. I do have like a box cutter, like a sharp-edged thing. Whoop, just do a little. Whoop, just do a little. Do it from far away. It doesn't take long. I'll put it on high for a second. Okay. I put it on high for like 3 seconds when I melted it, so a second is all you need. I gotta set it on the floor because it's hot. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this is ready. Sometimes it is. Sometimes I need to do it a little more. Yeah, I think I have to do it a little more. Oh, see, look at that. Whoops. Well, you can't see it to save your life, I guess. Watch, now I'm not going to be able to replicate that. All right. There we go. You can see, maybe. I mean, I'm on selfie mode, so I don't know if you can see. As you can see, I kind of got it pulled up. That's not the end of the trials, though. I got to make sure it's all ready to come up. So I think I gotta heat it up just a little more. Another consideration is you can burn the sticker. I've had stickers suddenly, turn black. That's bad. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. There we go. Gotta be very careful. And I've learned from other people, like on YouTube, who, what they do is they use a glue stick, and I've learned from the best. So I'm just going to set this down somewhere and just got to keep track of it because I got a bunch of stuff here. Okay, alien, yeah. The case in point, I literally touch this table and things fall. Okay, so now this one is particularly important not to melt, because this is the one that has Alien in it already. Some people that are smarter than me probably do this first. I should have, honestly, but what are you going to do? This is like maybe the 5th reshell I've done, and this is the first one I've done a video of, so, you know, welcome. MillennialMilktoast.com, like, comment, subscribe. Just joking, I don't know. Actually, I'm not joking. Check out my website. I got a review of the New Mutants. Really current film. I also have an article about Barbenheimer. I have a short story. That's about it, but I'm proud of those articles. They're, you know, they're articles I wanted to write. And I got other works in progress for the site that are, you know, TBD. I got rough drafts on Google Drive ready to go, but like I said, I got a full-time job, and it's hard to spend a lot of time on stuff like that. I actually got to get to work after I do this, but I'm doing this kind of for my own happiness before I do some work on this lazy Saturday. All right. Looks like I'm getting this one off. Almost here. I'm going to heat it up just a little. Ow. Okay. No, don't worry. I didn't burn myself. Got to be really careful. 1 second. Or just hold it very far away. Okay. There we go. And, you know what, just, let's see if I can just pop this on here. Here you go, VeggieTales. Madame Blueberry. Okay, one thing I haven't gotten to, maybe I'll use nail polish remover, but I could do that after the fact, is, it does say, I don't know, can you see it? Yeah, it does say Madame Blueberry here. These are so neat. I don't know if you remember, but back in the day when you were taping things, they gave you stickers to write the titles of movies on. I have contemplated, again, getting a sticker printer of some kind and, like, printing my own, you know, like Alien, or maybe, like, a quote, or even my website, Millennial Milktoast. I don't know, just for laughs, you know, just like it's my own little, it's not really a product, my own little project. A Millennial Milktoast reshell. That sounds cool. Okay, like I said, I've been told, or I've seen, that this purple one is cool. The Elmer's washable school glue stick with disappearing purple. It is pretty cool. I'll be real. It's pretty sweet. I could probably just put this on, but now I've weakened the adhesive, and VHS tapes do get hot when they're in the player, so I wouldn't want it to get messed up. Sometimes I find VHS tapes, and I pull the tape out of the sleeve, and it the sticker just falls off immediately because it's been used so much. So I'll put my purple on there. This is taking longer than I thought. I don't think TikTok lets you do like 30-minute videos. Maybe they do. I don't know. I got to learn about it. I might just post this on YouTube. Anyway, I'm just letting you into my process, aren't I? All right. Hope you're doing well. Here we go. Ooh, purple. All right. So then I'll put that on the tape. Gotta be a little careful because I want it to be centered. I could always just repeat this process though, which is nice. There we go. Oh, and you know what? You know what's kind of cool? This is just a tertiary. Is that a thing? Tertiary? Just a side benefit, a tertiary benefit. It even has some green, like the 20th Century Fox logo is green. That's just fun. That's serendipitous, I think is the word. Okay, this has been the hard part of the work. Now I saved the fun part for last. I'm going to take the Alien clamshell. I'm going to take the widescreen promotional leaflet. I'm going to take the sleeve, or the slipcase, whatever it's called. I'm going to open this up. I dropped the promo. How will I ever forgive myself? All right, there it is. All right, now I'm going to put this in here. Here we are. Alien Widescreen Special VHS Edition with a green clamshell. And then if I open it, green tape. I'll put this promo back in there. Is this open? Do I have to break it? I don't really want to break it to open it. I know, I'm that extra. According to this, you can get the trilogy for $19.98 each SRP or $22.98 SRP Canada. So that'd be a cool $60 for the Alien trilogy. Probably could find that on Blu-ray or 4K for a little cheaper, or just stream it. But that's not what this is about, is it? It's about having a physical copy that's unique. Let's go put it on. Let's go put it home. Let's go. Ooh, I'm on my way home. Putting that on the shelf. Now it's looks pretty neat. I do have a blue one that I'm playing around with, maybe Abyss or Aliens, but who knows? Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed fooling around and talking you through it. Goodness, that caused an earthquake. Okay. Yeah. My name is Forrest. I like VHS tapes. Just playing around with this idea of making videos about it, because I love talking about it. It's a blast from the past. And take care. And I'll look forward to making something else someday.